Commonwealth, Commonwealth, the former empire, now Commonwealth. Is it relevant? Probably not, but why not give this part a shot? Stay tuned, here comes Uncommonwealth, the podcast.
And we're live from the Uncommonwealth podcast studio here in Midtown Manhattan. I'm Adam Mueller. I'm here with Pierce Morton, Catherine Rawlinson, and Jimmy HVD.
Catherine has some questions. They might be smart, or they might be dumb.
Catherine's dumb questions. You guys know about the Barenaked Ladies?
It's been 1 week since I listened to them.
I don't know
What?
I don't know what that is.
The rock band?
They did the theme song to Big Bang Theory.
Is that true?
Did they? Come on.
That's them.
What?
Absolutely.
They're just printing money.
You didn't recognize? They're very distinct.
I don't listen to a lot
Seriously?
of music, so I don't. Yeah.
But the Barenaked Ladies,
Okay, I'm with you.
that's
They're
a big
okay.
hit.
Got it.
And what is weird is that they became a Canadian cult.
Can I play 3 seconds for Jimmy?
But
No, don't play anything.
We
Too late.
Anything?
Oh, now we've got to pay $17,000 for copyright infringement. Okay, I know that band.
You recognize that though?
Yeah, I recognize
Okay.
it.
Okay.
This happens to me a lot. I'm like, I've never heard of that person, and they play a song. I'm like, oh, that's my third favorite song.
Their biggest worldwide hit was a song called "If I Had $1 Million." Okay, and
Is this going to be a question about having $1 million?
$1 million. This whole song's like so excited about having $1 million, but it's like, what would $1 million get you now? I was thinking about real estate because the lines of the song go, "If I had $1 million, well, I'd buy you a house." And I'm like, well, what do you guys think $1 million would get you?
In New York.
New York, in Manhattan.
Oh, very like a
Mugged.
A studio.
at best a studio not a.
So you're saying it's $1 million to buy a studio apartment in Manhattan?
In Manhattan.
When was the
believe
song
that.
written?
Early 90s? Early 90s?
1991.
But also, as a big fan of the Barenaked Ladies, I feel that they were...
As their biggest fan.
I feel like they were going more, speaking, I guess, metaphorically. I don't think they had the ins and outs of the property market in mind when they...
$1 million back then is now worth $1.8 million.
Oh, that's it? Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Well, that would buy you a two-bedroom in
That'll
Williams,
get you
right?
something. It still wouldn't be great. I mean, if you go to
for
the
sure.
if you go to the middle of nowhere, $1.8 million you will be the king of the town.
Right, so if any of us
Well,
went
I
back...
don't think that's how elections work in rural
And
America.
you can make it
That's true.
with $1.8 million.
Calgary gets you a really nice house.
That was my thing about like Andrew Yang saying everyone gets $1,000 a month.
Depends where you are.
In New York, that means it's swell. But if you go to Tuscaloosa or somewhere I don't know that I've never heard of,
Well, if in New York, if you lived in a studio apartment with 18 roommates, that might cover your rent.
absolutely.
Wait, your cockroaches pay rent?
You wouldn't be singing about it.
I feel like we are
No, I don't
acting
think you would.
far too ungrateful as recipients of $1 million.
That's true.
All I can buy.
Oh, Williamsburg.
Well, no, we didn't. We're not turning. No one here said I wouldn't take it. We're just saying, like, what would it get you?
There's a hint of I wouldn't get on the L train.
The podcast.
I have a couple uncommon records I would like to run by some people. Guinness record. Guinness, the Irish beer record.
Is there a Guinness World Record for the most amount of Guinnesses
Guinness.
consumed? There must be.
There has to
course.
be. If it's not on page one, they're...
But Guinness doesn't. The beer company doesn't sponsor the world records.
No.
Totally different organization.
Well, they were brothers, weren't they?
I don't know.
Someone.
Are you just trying
Does the
to...
Guinness Book of World Records come from? You're trying to cause problems.
Wait, they're not... It has nothing to do with the beer?
I don't know. It would be a great sponsorship idea for an alcohol company to be like, get
wonder-
drunk and try to do something no one's done
feel
before.
like it-
Guinness and Guinness have just never been like, oh my God, why don't we do this?
We should merge.
We should merge.
You guys want to collaborate?
The most pineapples on people's heads sliced through with a sword in 30 seconds. How many pineapples do you think you could slice off a man's head or a woman's head in 30 seconds?
Do they all have to be like on the head at the same
They're
time?
lined up in a line.
Oh, so more than one person.
And which Commonwealth country do you think this took place in?
So the number of pineapples is the same as the number of people because each person has one pineapple on their head?
I'm sure there were extra people with pineapples they didn't get to in the 30 seconds.
Right, but one person to one pineapple.
It's a 1-to-1 ratio.
Yes.
Have you never chopped pineapples on someone's head before?
I have not. I know it's surprising.
Do you get like a penalty or marked down if you accidentally like decapitate someone, I assume?
I don't think, I think that doesn't make the
That's
Because I'm asking these questions
-1.
because when we were discussing on a previous episode shearing sheep, not enough information was given to give an accurate
That's
guess.
true. You behead someone, you lose one, but you keep going.
Stick to the script, Darren!
They signed the waiver.
Okay, wait.
They knew
It's
what-
30 seconds?
30 seconds.
I'm going with 60. pineapples.
That's a lot.
Which country? Commonwealth.
What's your favorite country again?
Barbuda.
Barbuda. I'm going with Barbuda.
All right.
I reckon it'd be 80.
What was your logic in 80? Because my logic
country?
in
Which
6. My
country?
logic was half a second per pineapple. That's how I came up
Oh,
with
you
it.
actually did some math, yeah.
I mean, the simplest possible math.
Yeah, very simple math. But Jimmy came up with 80, which means he was using like fractions
Well,
or
I
something.
just wanted to be higher than Adam in case it was high.
I thought why did you go with 61 then?
No,
This isn't Price is
Price
Right
is
rules.
right. Him.
Wait, Price is Right. You can't if you go over
$1 over.
$1 over.
You don't.
It screws the person beneath you.
No, but like you can't if you overbid, you can't
you're
win,
right.
even if you're
Okay,
close.
yeah.
Okay.
Here-
So wait, we haven't heard Catherine.
But here's my logic. I figured because I assume they're standing shoulder to shoulder. So within one slice, you could do like 4.
Yeah.
So how long does a slice take?
Well, that's
If it was a slice a second and
That's
4,
a-
that'd be 120,
that's
and
a
you
million-dollar
guess half
question.
that.
You got
Which country?
No. Oh yeah, country.
Which country? I reckon an Englishman did this. They've got
So
a, they've got a
80
history,
in English.
A history of swords.
60 and Barbuda, 80 in English.
81 Papua New Guinea.
You
son of a
mother-
bitch.
81 Papua New Guinea.
You sneaky.
And you were like locked and loaded with that. That was great.
PNG. It was 75 pineapples. And it would happen in India. Syed Alavi of Kerala. Sliced through 75 pineapples being held on the heads of volunteers in under 30 seconds.
What?
He beat the previous record of 61. Now, discuss trust. Who here would you allow to slice a pineapple off your head? Which of us?
Definitely not Catherine.
I'm very athletic.
No, I don't doubt your physical capability. It's more, I feel
Is it because I don't value your lives?
that's
Yeah.
That's a good point.
that's definitely it.
Honestly,
You knew that about yourself, too. You're like, I know
I
why
would
they
trust
wouldn't.
Jimmy because he's a gymnast, and I feel like he
But he
actually
might be
respects life. Yeah.
Oh,
Sober Jimmy.
Also,
Only
I feel like of the 4 of us, it's clear the one of us who is most likely to have like randomly practiced with a sword in our time.
is who you?
100%.
yeah, yes.
I
So you're voting for yourself? You're going to do it to yourself?
Yeah.
Can you answer yourself?
Yeah, you can answer yourself.
have you seen
I'm just going to keep doing this.
Watching you do this, no, not Adam.
have you seen
you didn't
the
hit yourself in the face with a bat.
That's
so-
true. I'm not. Yeah, don't vote for me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you would cut off your own head.
What did you hit? A pineapple?
Basketball.
Basketball.
How do you think a pineapple on the brain?
It's just on the brain.
Or on the head?
Sorry, Jimmy. Go ahead.
No, have you
probably-
seen the YouTube clip of the
So Jimmy
the
picked
expert,
himself.
the expert samurai who slices someone shoots at him with a BB gun and he slices the BB bullet.
Whoa.
It's pretty cool.
That sounds
Well, I'd
fake.
pick that guy
That
over
sounds
you.
fake. Although I
Keanu
agree with the
Reeves?
logic though. I would choose Pierce because he's tall.
Oh, that's
so
a good point.
He's got a better. It's like if Jimmy's got a reach to do
Yeah.
it, that'd be
Yeah.
hard. You know.
But I can I'm springy. I can jump up.
But if I were doing like Catherine, I'd be slicing down.
I feel like Catherine is just murdering us and really gonna have a great night's sleep at the end of the day.
All right. Did everyone vote?
Yeah.
Or did everyone
We're
stay
good.
there?
Let's
All right,
moving swiftly along,
Right.
everybody. Let's boogie.
The podcast.
I think it's time for 2 truths and a lie.
Here's Adam with 2 truths and a lie, and sometimes they're all lies.
Famous quotes.
Oh, here we go.
This is very exciting. We're gonna do some song lyrics. So this is 2 truths and a lie. Bob Marley quotes.
I hope that you've got some Barenaked Ladies in there, Adam.
Robert.
As a fan.
We didn't coordinate, unfortunately, but
Marley.
Bob Marley. So I'll read the 3 quotes. As always, you tell me which 2 are true, which is the lie. First quote: the good times of today are the sad thoughts of tomorrow. Second quote: you have to be someone. Third quote: don't hog the bong.
Okay. Oh, they're all believable.
You have to be someone?
You have to be someone.
This is definitely the most composed you've ever been in this segment.
I'm very surprised you didn't randomly insert the word meerkats.
You know what?
No, mongoose.
Mongoose.
I'm going to say they're all true because Adam held it together so well. He can't have possibly made up any of the quotes.
What was the first
Can't
one?
possibly.
The good times of today are the sad thoughts of tomorrow.
Nah, I think
going
that's-
don't hog the
I think
bong.
that's fake.
You're going down don't hog the bong as the fake one,
Yeah.
or is it the lie? I guess
Fake one,
to
yeah.
keep with the
lie.
And if you
I think the first one's fake.
don't hog the bong.
I think he said don't hog the meerkat.
Don't hug the mongoose. What the fuck's a meerkat? Why do you keep going? So don't hug the bong is the one I wrote, but I don't know if it's a lie because it feels like he might have said that.
In his lifetime, probably.
Yeah.
I don't think he committed it to song. A lesser hit for sure.
But that is
Did
the
not.
one.
It's not in No Woman, No Cry.
It's on the B side.
It's a B-side.
Fair enough. Okay.
You seem disappointed.
Yeah, you're so upset.
Let's do another one. Two truths and a lie. David Beckham.
Who's that?
Okay.
Seriously?
Oh,
the soccer
player?
the
I thought
footballer.
we were doing music lyrics.
How
so
dare
I'm
No,
you.
like,
we've switched to a famous
How dare you.
a famous person.
No. Of course I know. Posh
Okay.
knows his husband.
Posh's husband. Quote 1, the only time you run out of chances is when you stop taking them. Quote 2, it's a man's job to respect a woman, but it's a woman's job to give him something to respect.
What?
Yeah, the third quote.
God, I hope he said that.
The third quote. I'd rather have 3 really good friends than 20 good friends. But if I had 12 acquaintances, I'd rather have 7 enemies and 2 amazing friends, except on Wednesdays, when I'd rather have 3 dogs and a parakeet and 1 acquaintance.
You have got to be the worst ever.
There was
at
more
this.
math in one sentence than David Beckham has ever
Yes,
done in his
exactly.
entire
So
beautiful
he did
life.
say number 2, if number 3 is fake.
Oh, so you're saying number 3 is the lie?
It was the parakeet that gave it away, Adam.
Could I try and read it as David Beckham?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I'd rather have 3 really good friends than 20 good friends. But if I have 12 acquaintances, I'd rather have 7 enemies and 2 amazing friends, except on Wednesdays, when I'd rather have 3 dogs and a parakeet and 1 acquaintance. That may have been really
That
bad.
was fantastic.
I don't.
Also, I knew a random animal would come in at some point. The parakeet.
If only you'd on the fly meerkatted it. That would have been.
Now, to be fair, he did say, I'd rather have 3 really good friends than 20 good friends.
Oh no, we all knew that was a believable thing.
Oh, I just wanted to make sure.
It was when you started talking about half an acquaintance and
So he did.
6/5 of a meerkat.
He said that quote
Also
about
a
women.
great quote. I'd rather have
It's
3
women's
good-
job to give men something to respect.
He did say that.
Whoa.
Love it.
Is that when he cheated on her?
I don't know it's not time stamped, but
Right.
perhaps.
I didn't
Did
know
he?
cheated on it.
Did he cheat on
He went. He got sold to Madrid, and she didn't move to Madrid, and he slipped one evening.
Fell over?
Very famously. No, he slept with some.
Oh, slipped into
Lady.
someone.
Yes.
How do you know? How do you like?
Oh, it
you
was-
say that so definitively,
Piers was-
like you were the
Piers was
person.
there. Yeah.
That was the news in the
Okay.
English part of the Commonwealth
Sure.
for quite some time.
Davy B.
At the height of his fame.
He did a Jason.
Rebecca Luz was her name.
I don't even know her name.
And she wound up on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, wrestling a pig. So
That sounds about right.
I think Victoria won that round.
Can you do an imitation of Rebecca Luz?
I'd rather do an imitation of the pig.
I think that's the pig.
Get here, piggy! I need a new agent.
That was fun. All right, let's do one more song lyrics. 2 truths and a lie. Corey Hart song lyrics.
I wear my sunglasses at night.
Don't sing the songs.
Piers, we are up to $500,000 in copyright fees.
Corey, that's $3.
If you don't know who Corey Hart is, I feel bad for you.
Jimmy looked like he needed me to sing it. I'm
All
sorry.
right, so here's Corey Hart lyrics. Here's the quotes. Quote 1, so I can. Quote 2, while she's deceiving me, it cuts my security.
It helps, Adam, when you can't keep a straight face
No.
during the line.
Okay, there's the third one. Don't masquerade with the guy in shades.
I think number 2, mate.
You saying number 2?
Yeah.
Interesting. Anyone else have a vote?
Wait,
have a view?
it's interesting I'm picking that as a lie.
It's interesting.
When you couldn't hold it together.
While she's deceiving me, it cuts my security.
I don't
That's number
understand
3.
it.
You say number 3 is the
Yeah.
lie? Don't masquerade with the guy in shades? You're just trying to sing all his songs in your head to see if it's in there?
2.
Choose
I
a
think
lie?
they're all from the same song, too.
It may or may not be. The answer is they're all true.
I knew
They're all true.
Unbelievable.
I just think it's such a funny lyric. While she's deceiving me, it cuts my security. Out of context, without the music, they all sound so silly.
I don't
The 80s
understand
songs are like that.
God, that was a great song.
Oh,
Is,
yeah.
Is.
Is it
While
good?
she's deceiving me. But she cuts my
It cuts my security. 80s songs just had to rhyme. They didn't
Yeah.
have to mean anything.
I think that's all songs for most of time.
I feel like that's like a reversal of like the David Beckham quote. It's like, it's her fault she's deceiving me. And
Just-
it's because
She's
I
got to
didn't-
earn my
I
respect.
didn't
Was Corey
respect her.
gaslighting before?
Wait, was she fighting a pig when this happened?
Well, I would paraphrase David Beckham's quote to say, "If you want me to respect you, earn my respect," or if you want, or be respectable. If you want me to respect you, be respectable.
But men
like
he
that.
respects without needing,
Some
without
you.
the respect, without them doing anything that needs respect or that demands respect.
In order to, wait, I think maybe it's like in order for me to respect you, I'd have to trust you to slice a pineapple off my head.
Yes, that's the level.
I think that's what we're talking about here.
Catherine, I just think you rewrote the Aretha Franklin song just now.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
It's like if you want to.
All right, we should wrap up.
All right.
The podcast.
This has been fun.
Adam, who would you say was the MVP?
Ooh. I think I'm gonna go. I would vote for you, Pierce, because that was just such an interesting discussion about lining people up with pineapples on their head.
It came out of nowhere.
I did not see that coming.
I did not either.
I'm voting for Piers because of his great impression of
Oh.
David Beckham. I think that was a highlight of not only the podcast, but of my.
I can't
week.
wait. I can't
Oh,
wait
I thought you were
for
gonna
his-
say my life so far.
I really hope he doesn't send a strongly worded letter.
He may send an
He may
email.
send an email.
He may send an email.
Agreed. Pierce killed it. I've always been attracted to David Beckham until he spoke.
Right now, until Pierce mimicked him.
So you nailed it. You nailed it.
Oh, like in general, until you heard his voice.
Yeah, his
Oh.
voice is so. It's like Mike Tyson. It's like.
It is. What is that? That is
Same thing.
yeah.
I was super attracted to Mike until I heard him speak.
Are you self-voting for MVP? Which is called the
no.
Rawlinson Rule?
The Rawlinson Rule. No, I thought Catherine actually had so many one-liners in this one, which we will hear in playback. I'm going Catherine Rawlinson.
Excellent.
She was on fire.
I love
All right.
how genuine these MVPs
These are very genuine.
We're all
I mean,
trying to get
Pierce still takes it by a nose, but Catherine gets honorable mention. And what a fun episode. Thanks for listening. Please email us with all your questions and comments at info@uncommonwealthpodcast.com.
Sorry, David.
Later,
That was
Gator.
good, guys.
To steal Pierce's line.
That should be our new sign-off later.
Later, Gator.
Like the Empire, we're almost done. We hope that you had lots of fun. Was it relevant? Probably not. But thanks for giving this part a shot. Stay tuned for the end of Uncommon Wealth. The podcast.
You know what?
You wouldn't be singing about it.
I feel like we are
No, I don't
acting
think you would.
far too ungrateful as recipients of $1 million.
It would buy you like a mansion, like a beautiful Malibu type mansion, if you will live in Winnipeg.
The podcast.